a notebook, right? Yes? Are you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah,
Yes, any doubts? Okay,
no, ma'am,
and
no doubts.
yeah, and I have posted a feedback link in the message column. So once the session is over, please then and there, if you could submit the feedback, it will be nice. Okay, because after that you will also forget, and we have to keep reminding you. So it's better if as soon as the session gets over, you can fill the feedback form and submit it, and then you can go. And some of you may be in the programming club. I will finish it before 3. If it goes beyond 3, you can just leave. Afterwards, you can fill the feedback form and send it to me. Okay. So this is what I want to tell you. And now we can get into the session. So what is the topic? What does the topic suggest for you? You can unmute and talk to me. What does the topic suggest for you? Anybody?
Getting to know about yourself.
You have to know what is yourself. Okay, so how does this help you in your personality development? How is this going to help you to develop your personality? Yes, we can
If
have.
there any if there any lack, you can improve yourself.
Okay, so once you know where you are lagging, you will be able to improve on that area, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yes, we can make it nice interactive session even though we are not present in person. No, I want it to be more interactive and more fun. Okay, so we can share anything. Only we are here. Okay, you need not be scared or afraid. And already I have told you there are no right or wrong answers. Whatever you say, it will be right. Even if it is not okay, we can make it okay. So don't worry about it. Okay, you have to first, you need to understand to develop your personality, you have to come out of yourself. You will have to come and discuss. Let us not hold on ourselves thinking what others will think if I say something. Only when you say something, no, you will be able to understand how you have put it across is right or not. Then you will understand, okay, if I would have told it this way, this would have been better. So this is how you are going to work on your personality. This is how you are going to change what you want to change. So once you are exposed in that particular situation, like in the last session I discussed, isn't it? So self exposure, it is more important. So you expose yourself to a particular situation and then you analyze what you have put it across or what you have told is okay or not. If it is not okay, you can try to change it. If it is okay, you can try to improvise on that particular area. Okay, so at least in this session, I want you all, those who are attending the session, no, please do not hold on yourself. This is personality development program. So this you I know the people, those who are really interested only will be joining here for this program. So I know that the students, those are all in this session, really want to improve yourself. So if you really want to improve yourself, take this platform as a stage for you to develop yourself. Okay, it's okay. Do not hold yourself. Come out of your shell. Come out and discuss. Only all your friends are here, and nobody is here to correct you or nobody is here to pinpoint your mistakes here. People are here to help you to develop yourself. Okay, so do not hold yourself. I just want to tell this to you all. Please do not hold yourself and please come out. Okay, yes. So as somebody said, because I'm not able to see the names on the screen, no, so I'm just going on with it. The first student who told me that personality development, it helps you to bring in any changes what you want to change. Okay, so this is self-awareness is who am I. It is like who am I? Sometimes we may not know. Others will be telling you are this kind of person. You are so, you get irritated easily. You get angry very easily. You are a fun kind of person. Even we will not know who we are. Okay, but others will be able to point out. So if it is better for us to know for, then it's very easy for us. Everybody likes to change ourselves. No, everybody wants to present ourselves as a very good personality, and we want uh, everybody to like us, isn't it? So if you want others to like you, are you able to hear me? Because I'm getting here, there is a
Yes,
poor.
yes, ma'am. You're audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you have to think yourself, and if you bring in changes, that is long lasting. You that you'll have to change. It's really irritating for us sometimes. We don't like others telling us. But if we are able to analyze ourselves, and if we feel that definitely I want to change in this particular area, yes, you can bring in the change, and the change happens automatically. It's in a fraction of a second, and if you are going to follow it constantly, then definitely you can bring in the change in yourself of what you want. Okay, so now we are going to have one activity. That's why I told everyone to have one notebook and pen in your hand. Here, this activity is, this game's name is me. Okay, my name is me. It is me is managing your emotions. That is what the game suggests. And here I have given on the screen my name. Okay, this is my name, Revati, the blue letters, and for each letter I have described myself. For each letter, R is for rational. I am a very rational person. Okay, I'm very eager person. I want to learn many things. I wait eagerly for what other people say. And V for victory. I always like to be victorious. Okay, and I'm an ambitious person. I want to take up more things in my life, and I want to be very successful. Okay, and I'm a trustworthy person. As a counselor, whatever you come and tell me, I cannot disclose it to others. I have to maintain confidentiality. Okay, so whatever you tell me, you can trust. You can have that confidence in me, and so I am trustworthy. I'm H is for healthy and hilarious, and Y is for youthful. So all these letters describes me as a person. I want you to write your names like this, and I'll give you time. If you are willing to share it on the screen, you can open your video and you can just show your notebook so that we can see what you have written. Because if I give time for everyone to read it out, no, sometimes we will not have enough time. So I just want you to jot down this. I'll give you 2 minutes time to think and write it. You can start. If you're finished, you can open your video screen and show it to me. It's fun. Now you are going to analyze who you are, what kind of characteristics you have. Okay. Have you finished? Anybody who has finished, you can show it. Or you can even call out what you have written. If you're willing to do that also, I'm fine. By this time, you would have started thinking, who am I?
Ma'am, may I say?
Yes, you can. Prajapti Raj, isn't it? You want to share?
Yes, ma'am.
You can share, Prajapti.
Ma'am, by video I on screen or by speaking?
Well, however you feel. Even by speaking, I think it would be better. Yes, you can.
Ma'am, my name is Raj. So R for respect, A
Okay.
for ambitious, and
Okay.
J for jubilant.
Okay, fine. Good. Thank you. Anybody else who wants to share?
Come, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else? Tanushri, Muskan, Ramya. I said this is a good platform for you to come out of your
Ma'am,
shell. Yes, ma.
yeah,
Muskan.
yeah. My name is Muskan.
Okay.
Ma'am, M stands for motivational,
Okay.
unique,
Okay.
S systematic,
Okay.
K keen, and
Okay.
A ambitious, and natural.
Good. So all these qualities you find in yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Good. Thank you. Yes. Anybody else? One more person we can share, and then we can move on to the next. Anybody else? Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma.
my name is Neena, and
Okay.
N is for nimble. I'm
Okay.
quick-witted, and
Oh,
E is for efficient, and
okay.
another E is for eloquent.
Okay.
Another N is for neat-handed,
Super.
means organized. A is
Okay.
for adroit, which means
Okay.
artful and creative.
Superb. Thank you so much, Nina, for sharing. Thank you all the three for sharing. And the others who have not shared will get ready for the other activities to I want everybody to participate. Okay. So we will, if you have done it, yes, now you have started thinking for yourself who you are. Okay. So the first activity, it makes you think who you are, how you are, what kind of person you are. Okay. So this now by this time you would have started thinking for yourself and you will be slowly getting the answer for who am I. Okay. Now next activity is I am. Okay, this is another activity. There are three topics on the screen like physical, social, inner. Okay, so in this physical, you are going to describe about yourself. Physically, how are you? Whether you're a tall person, whether you're whether you have a very beautiful eyes or you have a very long nose or you have a very good smile. So all these physical features, whatever you want to describe about yourself, you can write any three physical features which you feel good about yourself. Okay, or if you have a cute haircut also, it's fine. It's not necessarily long hair or short hair. Sometimes you feel that this kind of haircut, it suits me very much. So these things also you can write. Okay, physically you can describe yourself which you love or which you like in yourself, three qualities. And social, next column is social. Under this column, your three social activities which you like to do. Okay, so for example, these are all the examples which I have given under each column. Okay, so three examples I have given for you to understand what is it. Okay, some people will be liking to spend more time with their family. Some will like to spend more time with their friends. Some will like to go out very often. Some will like enjoying to go to movies. So many characteristics. Social activities, what are all the social activities you would like to do? I want you to write three. And inner is three qualities of yourself, whether you're a very bold person, you're a courageous person, you're a joyful person, or you're a very confident person. Okay, all these under, yeah, I want you to write all these three topics, and under each topic I want you to write three parameters, and we will three points, and we will discuss. Okay, yes, start. Any doubts, you can ask me. Anybody has any doubts, you can ask me. Yes. Anybody has finished? Those who have not participated so far can start sharing your answers or whatever it is. Yes. Anybody can start who has finished? Yes. Who has finished? Other than Raj, Neena and Muskan, I want somebody else. Balaji. Balaji, can you share? See, there are no right or wrong answers. I'm telling you from the beginning this only. Do not feel ashamed or do not feel shy. This is a good platform to come out. Feel that all your friends are here with the same mentality, with the same mindset. They also want to improve. Everyone wants to improve. So you all have same mindset. So do not feel shy to participate in this program. If you participate, definitely I will assure you by the end of the 15th session, person. And if you want to improve on yourself, I would tell you all that attend all the 15 sessions. It's going to be weekly 1 hour only, and every Saturday the same timing. So this 1 hour, if you invest, you can bring in a big change in yourself. By the end of the 15th session, you will be all complete. Okay, so all the people, those who want to change themselves only, they are here. Okay, you want to improve your personality, you want to develop your personality, so you're here. So definitely we are all in the same mindset, we are all in the same wavelength, so do not feel ashamed. I assure you that nobody is going to tease you or nobody is going to tell anything. Okay, yes, come on. I want new participants. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma.
I'm Lokesh.
Yes, Lokesh. I saw you on that program, no? That Freshers Day, you only did
No,
something?
I'm not participated in Freshers Day, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay. Because when I saw your face, I thought you're one of the participant. Okay, fine. No issues. Yes, come on, Lokesh.
Ma'am, physically I am a slimmy and taller person, ma'am.
Okay, super. Then?
And socially, I like to spend my time with my friends to go around the world and see the beautiful things in the world, ma'am. That's
Okay,
my
I want three. I want
ambition.
3 under each. Lokesh, I want 3 under each. Physical. This is a good time for you to think for yourself, okay?
Physically, I'm a taller and slimmy person, ma'am. That's
Okay, you're
what I got,
tall,
ma'am.
you're slim. You're slim, you have good
Yeah.
curly hair, right? Yes. Yeah, see, I'm
I
able
don't
to
have
tell
curly
you
hair.
by seeing your photograph. You have to say,
Ma'am, I'm
see,
not
if I
having
have so
curly
many things, then you're not having curly hair?
No, ma'am.
Oh,
Seriously, I'm
okay,
not.
then what else you want to say? One more I want physically. You're a tall and slim person, and one more. See, this is good time for you to think for yourself. Otherwise, we never think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, one more point.
Physically, I'm very active. Can I say that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Next,
Okay.
social.
Socially, I like to help everyone, ma'am. Like who are all suffering from some situation that like I'm also spend
Okay.
times with my friends. Also, I would like to go around the world to see some beautiful things, ma'am. Around the world.
Okay. So you are a kind of helpful person that will come under inner. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Social activities. Yeah. Social activities. Yes, of course.
I like.
Even helping people.
said I want
It is
to
a kind
spend
of
time with.
social activity.
Yes. And in inners, I'm very kind. I'll give love to the person who are come to me.
Okay. So whoever comes to
Also,
me, comes to you, they will be able to get that comfort zone, that warmth from you, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
definitely,
Next.
ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Okay. One more.
That's it, ma'am. That's all about.
Okay. Fine.
I'm
Thank
very
you
a
so
frank
much,
person.
Lokesh.
I'm an open type, ma'am.
See, when you keep thinking, you will get it. Okay. Yes. Anybody else? Thank you, Lokesh. Anybody
Thank you.
else? Next. Please. See, you should be waiting on the line. Okay. I should not call you. You should wait. Come on. Next. Anybody?
So, ma'am,
Yes. Tejaswini.
ma'am, I'm Tejaswini, and my physical strength, physically means I have silky coffee brown hair, ma'am.
Okay.
I have a good smile, and
Oh, superb.
I'm not so thin, I'm not so fat also, I'm medium.
Okay. Okay.
And in
Next, under social.
I like to go to trips, adventures,
Okay.
and I like to visit orphanages, and I like helping people.
Okay.
And about
More?
inner, I'm very bold and daring.
Mm.
And I'm very caring and very a bit more childish and even
Okay.
innocent.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Thank you, Tejaswini. Anybody else wants to share? One more person? So, see, when you start thinking for yourself, it makes you understand who you are. So, are you all able to hear me?
Yes,
Ma'am, you're
ma'am.
breaking a bit.
Pardon, ma?
You're breaking, ma'am.
My voice is breaking.
Now it's fine.
Okay. Now?
Now it's fine.
Now it's fine. Okay. So, now we are coming to the topic. What is self-awareness? Self-awareness is the ability to understand our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings, when, how I feel. Okay, what is it running in my mind right now? What is it you're thinking? Whether you're thinking this session is ma'am, or she's trying to pull me out and she's putting me on the stage and she wants me to talk, I'm irritated, or I'm not happy with whatever it's going on. The feelings, you are feeling shy to come out and discuss yourselves, all these things, the ability to understand what kind of thoughts, emotions, feelings you are undergoing, and knowing how all these factors affects your behavior. Suppose now at this particular moment, I'm calling you all, no, calling you to share it. Some people may not be comfortable about this. I'm not saying that it's not okay. It's okay, fine. Not everyone will feel comfortable to come and talk in a public forum, okay? But still, at this moment, some may feel shy and they will just not open up. So that time, no, what kind of thoughts they will be having is, why this ma'am is keeping on? Let her go, no? Why she's and everyone, she can just talk and finish it. Why she has to call us? At that time, what happens? But sometimes some people wants to even share, okay, but they are okay, they want to share, but a kind of fear. That is an emotion. A kind of fear is coming, and because of that fear, what happens? Sometimes you will not be able to share. Even when you open up, when you open your mic, when you unmute your mic and you want to talk, your words might fumble. You will not be able to talk freely. Okay, so all these thoughts, emotions, and feelings, what you're undergoing, and because of that, what kind of behavior? Suppose you are scared to talk in a public forum. What will happen? Your words will fumble. Sometimes you will not be able to stand properly. Your hands and legs are shivering. You might sweat a lot, and you feel that your hands, it's wet and chill. All these kinds of emotions, and sometimes you may even shout at people if you're really very angry also at that moment sometimes. Okay, so all these things, whatever the thoughts, emotions, feelings, and knowing all these factors, how it affects your behavior. When you're happy, you go and hug your friend. When you're sad, you just go and sit in a corner. So these are all the kind of behaviors because of your thoughts, emotions, and feelings. So next, emotions and feelings. Emotions and feelings are little bit not the same. Okay, you emotions, it is affecting. It is it. What can I say? It comes out. Your brain has amygdala. Okay, it is a very small that if it is triggered, your fear, all this, it is a seat of emotion. Your amygdala, it's called the seat of emotions. Okay, so emotions are body response and reactions. It is subjective experience. It need not be the same. What all the experiences which I told you now, no, it need not be the same for all. It can be different. For each one, it might be different. For some people, if they are emotionally very, I mean, if they are very upset, some people will go and just sit in a corner. Some people will shout at people who are around them. They will start yelling at people. They might break something. So it differs. Each person what express their emotions in a different way. It's not the same, so it is subjective. It depends upon each person, and physiological response and expression or behavior. So emotions are body response. Okay, your fear, when your fear, I discussed, no, when you feel that fear, when you see a lion in a forest, what do you do at that moment? Immediately you want to run away from the situation. Okay, so what happens? Your heart starts beating, palpitations, you are shivering, you do not know what to do, you get panic, and you start sweating, you do not know how to react to that particular situation. So these are all the things when you are emotions affect your body response. Okay, then feelings, when at that moment, how do you feel when you have that emotion, when you have that fear? How do you feel? You feel like what can I say, you do not know how to respond to the situation. You are blank, you do not know how to react to that particular situation. So feelings happen as we begin to integrate the emotion to think, and you soak into it. What does it soak into it? That particular emotion, you are getting into that emotion, and in that particular situation you feel differently. Okay, so these, it is called emotions and feelings. And here we have the wheel of emotion. Okay, this wheel of emotion, it is given, if you want, you can take a screenshot, or if you go to the Google also, you can see this on Google. Okay, so each emotion, when you are scared, how do you feel? You feel confused, you feel rejected, you feel helpless. As I told you, in that particular situation, when you see a lion in a forest, you feel you do not know, you are helpless, you do not know how to react in that particular situation. You feel anxious, you feel insecure. Oh, nobody is there to help me here. I'm very anxious, what to do next, whether I, or if I should stand in that particular situation, if I run away. When you see the street dogs, know what happens sometimes, the street dogs, it comes chasing you. When you run fast, it chases more. At least if you stand still, no, it will come near you, it will do something, it will sniff you, and it will move away. But when you start running, the dog starts chasing, and it's the scenario becomes even more worse. So these are the particular situations, like when you're scared, what happens, and your you feel overwhelmed, what you do not know how to react in that particular situation. When you're joyful, feel you are excited, you're energetic, you're more cheerful, you're very creative, and you are hopeful. So this is called the wheel of emotions. If you have this wheel of emotions, and if you want to analyze your particular situation, how you feel in that particular situation, you can just have a check. Okay, sometimes you will be joyful, all these emotions will come in your life then and there. Definitely nobody can escape from any kind of emotion. Okay, sometimes you will feel more powerful. When do you feel more powerful? Anybody can say, when do you feel more powerful?
When I've achieved something.
Yes, achieve, exactly. When you achieve something, you feel more powerful, because when you achieve, it gives you a kind of confidence. That confidence, it makes you feel more powerful. When you feel more powerful, you feel, okay, I can take up the next project also, I can achieve in that also. That it helps you to move on and achieve your goals. Okay, so these emotions, it's really when you try to understand your emotions, sometimes what happens when you're sad or when you're upset at home, what happens? Can anybody tell me? When you're sad or when you're upset, what?
Lonely feeling.
When you're upset, you feel lonely. Okay. When you're sad, you feel lonely. Okay, fine. Then at that time, what happens? When you're lonely, what happens? When you feel lonely, what happens? Yes, somebody said lonely. That same person, can you come and tell me what happens when you feel lonely? What kind of feelings you get? See, all these feelings you get, you feel stupid. You sometimes feel very inferior. Oh, I'm not okay. People are putting me down. So I'm not a proper person. Okay. So all the kind of feeling, inferior feeling you will get, and you will be very upset. You will even become more upset, and you will become even more, what can I say? You will have all kind of other feelings. The suicidal tendencies and all, it starts building from here only. It first starts with sadness, and then you feel very guilty of what has happened. For you feel guilt, oh, this I should have not done, why did I do this? Or you start thinking more and more about it, and you feel ashamed. So all what people would have thought of me, but really people would have thought of me like this, like that. And you feel, when you keep thinking about it more and more, you become very depressed. And in that sadness, nobody would like to go and mingle with people. They would like to be more lonely, they will like to be more alone. Okay, so all these feelings, it leads to suicidal tendencies. That's why when you feel sad, it's okay to go and talk to people, and it's okay to go and share what you feel. It's always better to have some good people, some people whom you can rely upon, your well-wisher. You can have somebody and you can call them and talk to them. So, okay. So this is sadness. So emotions, nobody can escape out of emotions. Everybody has to undergo any kind of emotion. Okay, but we should know how to handle it and how to come out of that particular negative emotion. The positive emotion, yes, it's fine, no issues. But the negative emotions, we will have to know how we have to handle it. How we have to handle it? Only if you know how to respond to it, how you take that particular situation. So only if you understand who you are, who what kind of person you are, you will be able to go and take help from others, and you will be able to come out of that situation. So this wheel of emotions, it's very important. I would like to tell you all, please have this on your mobile, and try to analyze the situations, whether you are getting that particular kind of feeling in that particular situation. So this helps you to understand yourself more and more, what kind of person you are, how you are reacting or how you are responding to a particular situation. suppose I will say, some people know if they are sad, what happens? They go and sit in a corner, and your parents will come and ask you, why are you sad? When you're sad, you don't like eating also. You don't like to go out with friends. You don't like to talk with others. So what happens? People will come and Amma will come and ask you why you're sad, why you're not going out, why you're not talking to your friends, what happened? You're not eating properly, you're not taking your bath, you're just sitting in your corner, you're always lying down on your bed. So when sometimes each person will react to each situation differently. So when these things happen at home, sometimes some people will start yelling at your mother. I know what I'm doing. You just leave me alone. This is the behavior. Okay. So when you have a particular kind of emotion, certain people will react in certain way. It's not always each person will react in the same way. Some will say, no, you just leave me alone. I do not want to hear. Please. Some people will be like that. Some people will start yelling. So it's a mixed emotions. Okay. The emotions, it will not be the same. Sometimes other emotions also will, sad and anger also will sometimes combine. Okay. So each time it is for each person, it is different. So you need to understand who you are, what you are, how you are, and how do you react and respond to each situation. And what is the difference between reacting and responding? Can anybody tell me here? What is the difference between reacting and responding? Yes.
I'm responding.
Yes. Yes, Kanna, tell me.
Ma'am, if the reaction is stimulated.
If the reaction is stimulated, okay. Then?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Reaction is spontaneous, ma'am. Actually.
Reaction is spontaneous. Okay. Yes. I think your network is not proper. Or my network is not okay. Are you able to hear me, others?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I will add, I think his network is not okay. I do not know his name. Okay. So what he said is correct. Reacting is your immediate response, your immediate action to that particular situation. Okay. When mommy is coming and asking you, okay, when you react immediately, you say, please go out of this room. I want to stay alone. Please do not irritate me. So this is reaction. If your mommy is going to come and tell you the same way what I have told you, you just think, if I'm going to shout at her, she's going to get upset. Okay, let me tell her in a way she understands. Amma, I'll come and talk to you later. Please give me 5 minutes or please give me 10 minutes time. I'll come and talk to you. Okay, so this is responding. Immediately when you react, that is different, the situation. Afterwards, you will go and think, why I yelled at my mother? Why I shouted at my mother? My mother is very upset. Seeing that again, you will become upset. Okay, all these things will happen. Instead, if you respond to the situation, it's even more better and it makes the situation better. When you react, sometimes it makes the situation worse. Okay, instead you try to respond to the situation. Never react to the situation. When you react, you do not think, because reaction is impulsive. Immediately, the moment you react, okay, as mommy comes and tells you, immediately you shout. So it is an immediate response. It is impulsive. So you do not give time to think. So instead of reacting, try to respond to people. So this makes you to project to other people that you are a very calm person and you will be able to think and you will be able to give your best to the others or to that particular situation. It gives a good opinion about you to others. So always tend to react, do not react, but tend to respond. But if the situation, suppose there is a fire, don't come and tell me, ma'am, you only said, no, we should not react, we should respond. So I was thinking, what shall I do for this fire? No, there you have to react. There are certain situations where you need to react, where you need to respond. So reaction, so if it is, if there is a fire in a particular place or in your dress or something, you should not start thinking and just, slowly you should respond to it. You should immediately react to either you go and jump in water or take a carpet and roll on it, or remove your shirt or whatever it is and just run out of. Okay, so this is how we have to react. For certain situations, yes, we need to react. Okay, but mostly you try to respond. It depends upon the situation in what you are. Okay, so next. Now here comes the next activity for you all. Right now, how do you feel? Can you all put it on your paper? Right now, how do you feel? Or there will be mixed emotions also. Sometimes you will be very tired. Maybe you would have yesterday you would have gone out somewhere and you would have enjoyed with your family members or friends. And last night you would have slept late and you would have got up just at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock and you want to attend the session also. You didn't eat anything. So you will be quite tired also. Okay, so you will be quite tired but eager also. You want to attend the session. You are there will be mixed emotions also. I just want to think for yourself right now, how do you feel? Can anybody tell me right now, how do you feel?
Feels happy, ma'am.
Feel happy. Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Lokesh. So I think my session is going in the right path. So that's why you are happy. Okay, Raj.
I feel calm and excited.
Yes, Nina.
I feel calm and excited.
Oh, you feel calm and excited. Okay, so Nina is very eager to get things out of the session and how to improve her personality. Right, Nina?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Yes, next. Anybody else?
Ma'am, I feel nothing, ma'am.
You feel nothing. Okay, fine. No issues. It's not that always you should feel something. It's quite okay. Anybody else? Anybody else wants to share? For others, please start interacting. I want to know everyone in this session. It will be nice if you start interacting. Even you can say, I feel shy, because that's why you're not able to open up yourself, right? At least that one word, if you could come and tell me and go, yes, that is the success of this session. Yes, anybody. You can say, ma'am, I'm scared because I do not know what I will say, how I will talk, so I'm scared. You can say even shy. You can say even I have fear because if I say something, somebody might tease me. You can say anything. I'm afraid because all are here. I do not know, so I'm a little bit scared or afraid, whatever it is. Yes, I want people to come and say at least this one word and go. Quick. And some of you can feel, so ma'am is saying so much, but still we are not coming out. Ma'am, I'm sorry. You can say that also. That's also a thing which you get in your mind, right? Come on.
I feel relaxed, ma'am.
You feel relaxed. Okay. Fine. Anybody else? Neha Meena feels relaxed.
Ma'am, I'm feeling sorry for not answering.
Wow. Thank you so much, Bhuvaneshwari. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anybody else?
Ma'am, I got anxiety, but still I am trying to overcome it, ma'am.
Okay, so you're a little bit anxious. Adish, right? You wanted to say something,
Yes,
but your
ma'am.
network was not proper, so you felt anxious. Right, good. Thank you so much for your responses. Thank you. So, this is what identifying your emotions. If you identify your emotions, it is easy for you to understand who you are, how you are reacting or how you are responding, whether you have responded in a proper way or you have reacted in a very bad way, and you can change. Okay, so identify, and then you learn to deal with your feelings in a positive way. So Adish said, I felt very anxious. It is okay, Adish, you need not feel anxious, because it is not your problem. You wanted to answer, but your network has been not okay, right? So it is okay, you need not feel anxious. It is not in your hand. So let us not feel anxious for what we are not responsible. Okay, you are not responsible for that particular network which is not okay at that particular time. But of course, it will happen. You will feel anxious. Oh, I wanted to tell this answer, but unfortunately, it didn't allow me. So you feel anxious. Yes, I agree with it. But these kind of situations, if you start analyzing, you will understand how to deal with that particular situation. Okay, so this is what you learn to deal with your feelings in a positive way. So identify your emotions. Now, how do you feel and how do you react or how do you respond to that particular situation? And you will have to deal it in a positive manner. So as I told you, when you get angry, you need not shout at people. Instead, you can say, I'm little bit upset, or I'm little sleepy now. Okay, let me take my time. I'll go for a sleep, I'll go for a nap, and then I'll come back to you after half an hour or 1 hour and I'll talk to you. So this is responding. Instead, some people know that if they are sleepy, they'll get irritated. You would have seen small children, no, when they feel sleepy, they'll start crying. So the mothers will know, oh, he's feeling sleepy, I have to put him to sleep. Okay, so that child would have got irritated, because children, they do not know to express their emotions. No, whether they feel sleepy or whether they feel angry or whether they feel hungry, they do not know to express or put it in words. So like children, sometimes we also feel that way. So it's better to label your emotions. It's always better to label your emotions. That's why in West and all, if you see, no, they will react in a way, they will respond. When you ask them anything, they will be able to label their emotions. They'll say, Mommy, I'm sad, please leave me, I'll get back to you. Mommy, I am angry, I do not want to talk to you now. So they will be able to analyze and they will be able to label their emotions. So I want you all to label your emotions. One, it's very easy to develop your personality. How do you expect a person whom you say as a good personality? Anybody tell me whom you call a very good personality? Whom you call a very good personality?
Ma'am, everybody is unique in their own way, ma'am. So we
Yeah,
cannot, tell that.
yes, but almost whom you like normally. Normally, whom you like. Yes, of course, I agree with you.
And the person
One
with
who
more
behaves
positive
according to the
reactions.
situation.
Yes, one who behaves according to the situation and who doesn't react and who respond in a very calm and mature way, isn't it? So that is what it is. If you handle your emotions well, you become a very calm and more kind of reserved person, and you will be able to express yourself in a very positive manner. So from this moment, you start labeling your emotions. At that particular time, how do you feel? How do you respond? Or how do you react? So that helps you to understand who you are and what you are. So this is self. Now, we have 5 stages of self. Okay, this is 5 contexts. One is deep self. This deep self, why I have put it in black is nobody knows about this deep self. Only you know. Okay, this deep self, it consists of your personality traits, your basic personalities. Like I told you, no, it is from your gene. It is not from the environment, or you do not absorb from others. It is in your gene. Those who attended like my last session, you will know that basic personality what I speak. Okay, and it consists of your potential. How much potential you have. These are all the basic personality traits, and you will be able to do it, and you need not acquire it from outside. It will be in yourself, and who you are and what you are and how you are. Okay, these are all the basic personality traits, which is called the deep self. It cannot be changed. Okay, since you have acquired from your gene, but if you put in really little more consistent effort, yes, we can try to bring in a change. Okay, so this basic deep self, it puts in foundation for the performance, your communication, your relationship with others. Okay, so this is deep self, and this is known to yourself. Next is self in time. This we can call it as a story. We can divide this story into three. You know, tense, no? Like past tense, present tense, and future tense. So this story, it depends upon your history and your past experiences. Sometimes you would have in your school, you would have answered. You are a person who wants to get up and answer to your teacher's question. You would have answered something, and others would have teased you. So this would have made you feel that, oh, if I say something which is not okay, others may tease me. If others tease me, I feel ashamed in front of others. So I do not want to come out of it. So whatever ma'am says, it's okay. If I say something, others may tease me. So I do not want to open up my mouth and talk here in this forum and get ashamed in front of others. So this is your past experience. So based on your past experience, yourself in time, right now you are here, this way, this kind of person you are. Okay, so your education, your past experiences, your training, your childhood training, how your parents would have brought up. Your parents would have told you should not talk in front of elders, you should keep your mouth shut, you should not open up your mouth at all, you should not share your opinions to others. Okay, that's not manners to talk back to people. So that way you would have been brought up. So these all form a particular platform for you to build in your experiences for yourself in time, how you are. So this tells you the person what right now, and your self life events. Okay, these things have molded you. So your past, it's your today's mindset. What has happened that day in school? Everybody teased you when you answered your teacher's question. So right now that has stopped you from opening up in front of others. And the future tenses, you can your dreams and aspirations. You, even though you feel quite shy, you do not want to open, you're an introvert, but in future at least you want to open up and talk to others, and you want, because when you go to job and all, you will have to open up and tell your thoughts and what you feel is right or wrong, or what others are doing, you will have to express yourself. So but you want to do it, but you're not able to do it. That's why you're all here. Maybe we can take it in that way also. I'm not necessarily saying those who are here definitely have some kind of this kind of shyness. I'm not saying. Yes, for some people it might be there. Okay, so your past experiences makes you the person who you are right now, and your future you want to change it. And next is self-construct. This self-construct is developed and chosen. As I have told you, your past experiences makes you feel this way, and you have constructed yourself in this way. You have build up a image for yourself. Oh, I'm a stupid person, you know. I answered a very stupid answer in front of the class that day. So all started laughing. So if I say something, everybody will start laughing. So I will not open up. So whatever I say, people are going to mistake me, and they are not going to accept me. So this is the self-concept and the self-image which you have built about yourself. So you are not able to come out of it. And your preferences, you like something, you do not, you have your own likes and dislikes, and your personality characteristics, like you want to change some personalities which you have observed from your environment or from your other peers or whatever it is, and your values and principles, how you have been brought up by your parents. So these things form your self-construct. So the self-construct is basically nothing, your self-image, what you think about yourself. It is developed. It is not already there, but it is developed by yourself. Okay. So this deep self is only which is already there. Okay. But this self-construct you have constructed based on the past experiences of self in time. So this is self-construct is your self-concept or your self-image, what you understand, what you think of yourself. And your processing self is your behavior. Okay, so your processing self is your behavior, and how information is processed of what you received. See, definitely the answer which you told in that particular class situation, no, it would have not been wrong since everybody laughed. Each one has different reason. As you said, no, each one is unique. Each one will be having something else in their mind to laugh at it. Not everybody perceives a particular situation in a particular way. Each one perceives in a different manner. So how you receive and how you process the information, that brings out your behavior. So the behavior here is you are not opening up, you're not coming out, you're not sharing, you're closed. Okay, so this is the processing self, how you have processed yourself based on your self-image. And your behavior is because of that self-image, your behavior, you're closed, you do not you're not an extrovert person, you close yourself in the shell and you do not talk to others. This is your behavior because of the self-image what you have about yourself. And this dynamic self is what it keeps changing. It's not same, it's visible to others. Everybody can see who you are, what you are, and your strengths and weaknesses. You might be a good basketball player, you might be a good artist, you might be a good singer. Everybody knows about this. It's not necessarily that you see, when you come out into a particular situation, you may not tell others. Suppose if you are new to this college, nobody knows about you, but after the end, by the end of the 4th year, everybody will be able to say that Lokesh is this kind of person, or Lokesh is a basketball player, or Nina is a good singer, or Neha Meena, it's a very good artist. So these things, it is known to others, and the weaknesses, your threats, opportunities, these are all the things which others can see, and it creates a personal definition for yourself. So this is the context of self. Anybody wants to ask anything here at this moment? I just give you 1 minute. Anybody has anything to ask?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So let me move on to the next. So you're processing whatever it's in your mind, you're processing your thoughts. Okay, your thoughts, you keep thinking that you had been embarrassed in the class in front of others. You keep thinking about it, you keep brooding about it. Oh, she scolded me, no, she scolded me. Why she scolded me? What happened? What I did wrong? She scolded so badly in front of others. It was so embarrassing for me. I didn't like the way she scolded. She would have told me in person. Why she told in front of others? You keep thinking. Okay, so this is the thoughts which keep lingering in your mind. It keeps coming throughout, and it builds an emotion. So that thought, when you keep brooding on the same thought again and again, what you do, it builds up your emotion. That emotion is because of that incident, what happened, you keep thinking, and when you keep thinking, you feel that emotion that you are very sad. I don't like, I'm very sad about this. I'm very annoyed. Why did she do that? I just want to go and even put her in shame in front of others. So this comes out as a behavior. Because of the thought, because of one incident which happened, it keeps lingering in your thoughts, and that thought you keep brooding again and again, and you keep replaying again and again, and you keep thinking of that situation, and you keep seeing that situation again and again, and you build up that emotion, and that emotion leads to the behavior. So when you feel annoyed, when you feel sad of what has happened, and when sometimes when you feel sad, that's why all this mummy didn't I think 2 days back in a news, no, I heard that mother didn't cook biryani for her and she hanged herself. Okay, father didn't buy a cell phone, the boy hanged himself. Teacher scolded in the class, the boy hanged himself. So they keep thinking, and because of that sadness, and as I showed you in the wheels of emotion of wheel, wheels of emotion, in that you saw because of the sadness, what all comes, that guilt, that anger, all those things, it comes, and you keep your emotions, it peaks to the height, and your behavior is you hang yourself. Okay, so sometimes each one reacts or responds to that particular situation in a different way. So if another person, he keeps thinking, so what happens? She scolded me in front of others, so you become very angry, and what you do, you are waiting for another situation for you to come, and you try to put down that particular friend in another situation. That is your behavior. Okay, so your thoughts leads to the emotion, and that emotion leads to the behavior. Instead of thinking it in a negative way, you can take it in a positive way. You can take it as a constructive criticism. If you take it as a constructive criticism, you can improve yourself. Instead of thinking, why she told me like this, why she scolded me like this in front of others, instead of thinking that way, you could take it in a constructive criticism and think for yourself, what happened? Why she behaved like that? Okay, when I find time, let me talk to her after some time. Right now, if I go and talk to her, she might say something, or she might react in a different way. Let me put it off for some time. See, when sometimes what happens, when you leave that situation itself, it calms down. You take on another task. Do not relive in that situation. If you relive that situation, it becomes worse. So do not relive that situation. Just move on to the next. Then your behavior will be quite different. You will try to go, and after some time, after 1 day or 2 days, or after 1 hour or 2 hours, you will call up your friend, you will ask her, what happened? Why did you behave in that way? Did it bother you too much? You can talk that way, and you can try to understand what has happened. So thoughts, emotions, and behavior, it is linked. Okay, so behavior, that particular behavior of your friend made you to feel this way, made you to think this way, and because of that thought, your emotions. Okay, so it is all interlinked. Your thoughts, emotions, and behavior, it is a chain of reaction. So that's why I told this is process. Your thoughts, emotions, and behavior, it is a process. And how do I feel? Can you just take your pen? Those who are, I think it's time 2:55. If anybody has to leave for your programming club, you can leave. Balaji sir, attendance have you taken, sir? Yes. Anybody wants to leave? If anybody wants to leave, yeah, if anybody wants to leave, yes, you can leave, because if some of you are in the programming club, you can leave. But otherwise, if you are not there, then you can continue with the session. Okay, so can we do this activity? How I feel. Okay, so this is, I'm most happy when I get straight rank. I feel embarrassed when my parents scold me in front of others. I think negative thoughts about myself when I fail. So these are some emotions and the situation which I have given here as example for you. The same thing I have given 2 things you can write, or even if one, if you could write also, it's fine. The same way I want you to write one situation. I am most sad when I, I feel embarrassed when I am most joyful when I am with my friends. I'm most happy when I'm with my family. So that I feel family. I want you to write. Yes, 2 minutes I'll give you. Even if one you could write also, it's fine. Or if you could write two, well, most welcome. Start. Anybody can share?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
I'm most happy when my when I'm surrounded by my friends and lot of people's like relatives and friends. Most happy on the time.
Okay. Okay. So
I
you
feel
are
lonely.
more of a
Yeah.
okay.
I feel
People.
lonely when there is no one around me. Like some person close to me when leave me, I feel very lonely at the time.
Okay. Good. Good. Okay. You feel lonely when people leave you.
With
Okay.
close person
People.
when
Close.
when
Okay.
when it leaves me.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. Next. I think
I think of me negative thoughts like
it need not be
negative
negative.
thoughts.
It need not be negative. I
Yeah, ma'am.
think
I feel
that's
negative thoughts. A lot of time I feel negative.
okay.
That's why only I got to say. I'm always like to think like the negative thoughts only, ma'am. Now also I feel like negative thoughts. All the time I feel negative thoughts.
You feel more negative.
Yeah.
Okay. So
When
it's
when it feels like someone, I have to distract myself, ma'am. If I am not distracted and sitting low, sit like lonely, I feel like I
lonely.
thought like negative thoughts about me, like that stuff.
Okay. So you are a single child at home, is it, Lokesh?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is the issue. So you should be with your friends, more of with your friends.
Yes.
Try to patch up with your friends and try to patch up with your neighbors, your cousins. Okay. The single child, it's little bit, yes, the way you feel, it's mostly like that. Okay.
Thank you.
So, yes. Anybody else? Thank you, Lokesh. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else? Yes, ma.
I'm most happy when I get to socialize. I feel excited when I learn something new. I think positive thoughts when I am painting or reading books.
Okay, good, good. Thank you, Nina. Anybody else wants to share? Yes, okay. So we'll move on to the next. So this is, we call it Johari window. Okay, this Johari window is open to self. I mean, there are 4 columns. In this 4 column, this is first one is open self, this is blind self, hidden self and mystery self. You can take this Johari window in your notebook and you try to jot it down. Okay, please note this in your notebook and you can do this as an activity when you are free. This will help you to know more about yourself. See, under this open self column, in this column, what all you can write is, you can write what is known to self. Some things, no, it will not be known to others. You will be only, you will know, and others also will know. So this column is, you know yourself and others also know of what person you are. You are a cricket player. Okay. If you are a cricket player, this everybody knows and you also know. So this is open self. That is what in that concentric circles, that last column I told you, no, it is open. Everybody knows about you. So this is visible to all. You are a tall person, everybody knows. You are a very kind person, everybody knows. So these things which everybody knows, you also know, it is open self. This blind self is, it's unknown to self. I do not know, but others know about it. See, sometimes people will be saying about you, hey, he is always selfish. He doesn't do anything for others. He is selfish. He wants to have everything, but you will not be aware of it. Because sometimes, you know what happens in this single child. Lokesh, I am not saying this for you. Okay, please do not take it personally. Anything, whatever I am saying here, please
Not
try
a
to
problem.
understand the situation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ma'am.
understand the situation. Yeah. So this is people will say, why I'm saying this is, people those who are single, no, single child, mostly they will be getting the more attention from the home. Everything will be there for themselves. They need not share it with their siblings or anybody. So whatever at home, it is only for them. So they do not have the characteristics. Even not, I'm not saying everybody, but some people will not even that characteristics to share it with others. So others will perceive them as selfish, but they are not selfish. They had been brought up in that way. Okay, so this we do not know, but others could see that. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is blind self, unknown to self. You do not know about yourself, but others can say what you are or who you are. Next column is hidden self. This hidden self is known to self. I know, but others do not know. I know that, what can I say? I'm thinking something negative. Maybe I can say some negative things in this. He's getting always the first rank. But this we will not, sometimes we will not go and express to themselves. But what you feel is, next time he has to fail. I want him to fail. I do not want him to pass. I want to see him crying when he fails. So this way we will feel, but we will not tell it to others, because we tell it to others, others will think bad about me. Okay, so I do not want to share it with others. So this is hidden self, known to self, but it's unknown to others. Nobody. That's why normally, no, whatever we think in our mind, it cannot be seen, but it comes out as your behavior most of the time. Behavior shows you who you are. What you think, you do not even, you need not say, but your behavior shows what you feel or what you do. Okay, so this hidden self is, it's known to yourself but unknown to others. Others will not know. So these kind of qualities or some characteristics we will be having. I am a very what can I say, sad person, or I am a very these, sometimes I do not go and want to share my sadness, whatever has happened in my family, to others. So that is hidden self, which is only known to me, but it's unknown to others. Mystery self is, it's unknown to self and unknown to others also. Nobody else also will know, and you will also not know what is it happening to you. So this is called Johari window. You can take this, you can find your own calm time for yourself and try to jot this down and try to analyze who you are and what you are and how you are. So this will help you to more about yourself. If you want, you can take this down and do it as an activity. The session is over. Shall I move on to the next slide? Or anybody
Yes,
has anything to ask here? Okay. So why do we need to be aware of self? Why? Why is it necessary? If you come to know about yourself, you will be able to change. When you bring in a change, you feel happy, others feel happy. If you are a person who is very angry person, you show it out to others. That angriness nobody likes, you know. Does anybody likes when you are angry and when you yell at people? No. So that quality you want to change in yourself. When you change it in yourself, it brings in a change in others also. So what you do, you change that for yourself, and because of that change, that is reflected on others. You don't shout at others, you don't yell at others, so that others are also happy. The people around you are also happy. When you are happy, when others are happy, it promotes the emotional wellness. And because everybody is happy, it gives you a good feeling, it gives you a good situation, and it improves your self-esteem also and your self-image. Okay, it provides an insight. With self-awareness, it provides an insight. The activities, what all we did here, no, even you can do it whenever you want. You just make a note of it, everything, and whenever you feel that you are not able to change any situation, have these activities and do these activities. Definitely you will be able to bring in a change. It provides an insight. So some of you would have now this in this particular session, some of you would have done these activities, and at that moment only you would have realized what kind of person you are. Anybody is there like that? Can anybody share if you have anything such thing? If anybody has such incident? Ma'am, in this moment, in this session only, I realized, yes, I am this kind of person, or whatever it is. Anybody here? Okay. It's okay. Even if you do not share, at least if you realize or if you get that insight, I'm very happy about it. And direction for self-improvement and success. So once you realize what you want to change, it brings in an improvement in yourself, and that leads to success, and that helps you to achieve your goal also. Suppose if you are a person who is not able to manage your time and who is not able to do your work on time, you start thinking, why I am always late? Why assignments late? Why always only when teacher gives punishment I'm sitting and doing my homework? So when you start thinking, when you start thinking for yourself, what is it happening? What is it pulling you from not doing that work? When you start analyzing that, when you become aware of that particular situation, you try to bring in a change. When you bring in a change, definitely you are able to achieve your goal. So your goal will be, you want to finish your degree and you want to go for higher studies, or you want to get a good job. So when you start analyzing why you are not able to submit your assignment, that particular incident or that particular situation, when you start analyzing that, you get an insight that you are not doing things on time, and that's why your teacher is scolding you. You are not able to manage your time, and when you try to manage your time, you are able to do things on time, and that improves your self-esteem and your self-image, and you are able to achieve your goal also. So once you start submitting your assignment, you become more confident. When you become more confident, you feel more emotionally very good. And when you feel emotionally very good, you feel that you can do anything in this world, and this leads to success, and that success leads you to achieve your goals. So it's all interconnected, and which leads to self-confidence again. So when you become aware, all these things are possible. So it's very simple. The only thing is you need to become more aware of who you are and what you are and what you want to change and what change you want to bring in. That if you become aware, it's easy for you to achieve your success or your goals. And now, regret letter. This is also one kind of activity. Just 1 minute I'm going to give you now. Okay. Imagine that you are a 90-year-old person right now. You are not 18 or 17 right now. Imagine that you have become very old. Okay. So now you are a 90-year-old person and you are going to write a regret letter, what you want to fix in your life. Something you would have, you will feel, no, after old age, no, you will feel, I didn't do this. If I would have done that, if I would have done this, suppose even if you could take your previous years also, if I would have studied from the beginning, no, I would have got good marks in class 10. And I would have got this particular subject or whatever it is. And if I would have studied in class 12 well, I would have got good marks, and I would have taken some other course which I liked, or whatever it is. Okay, so you just think, or it's not necessarily only your studies, it can be anything. Think yourself for 90-year-old now and write a regret letter that what you want to fix in your life. Come on, I'll give you 2 minutes time. Yes, anybody wants to share? Okay, so you can keep it for yourself. So in future, let us not sit and write a regret letter. Let us make it happen for ourselves. Okay, so this is what I want to tell you. Let us not sit and write a regret letter at the age of 90. Let us make it right now, and let us be happy at the age of 90. To be self-aware, you need to identify your emotions. If you want to be more aware of yourself, of what is happening to you, or what is it happening around you, or what situation you are, you need to identify your emotions. You need to see yourself honestly. Let us not hide ourselves. Yes, I'm an angry person. Yes, I'm an angry person. I'm a joyful person. Yes, I'm a joyful person. Yes, I'm a person who think bad for others. Yes, I'm a person who think bad for others. But you think honestly and try to change it. So that is what it is more important. All human beings, we cannot say all are Buddhas, thinking only good for others. Okay, all of us will be having negative thoughts. So if you analyze that and if you bring in a change, definitely it helps you to improve your personality. Recognize your strengths and weaknesses. What strength you have. If you are a person who can write poems very well, yes, you can improve on that. If you are a person who is not able to draw, it's okay. Something if you could draw, all science students will have to draw. That's it's okay, but it's not necessarily you should be more artistic. At least if you're able to just present what you can draw, others can understand and label the parts, that's more than enough. Okay, so it's okay if even if you're not able to draw artistically well like others, like artists, it's not necessarily for a person, for a science student to draw artistically, but if you are able to draw neatly and legibly and label the parts, that's more than enough. So analyze your strengths and weaknesses and try to act accordingly and work towards your growth. So what can you do for being more aware? Practice to identify and label your feelings. Okay, recognize your feelings and make conscious decisions to respond and not to react. That's what we discussed. Be aware of every experience and situation. So whatever experience you get, try to analyze that. Today you are in this session. You have learned many things. I would not say that what you understood will be the same understanding, or what you perceive will not be the same perception for everybody here. Each one, as somebody said, each person is unique, and each of you would have had different experiences. So according to your experiences, your perception also will differ. Okay, but recognize your feelings and make a conscious decision and respond and not react, but be aware of that particular experience and the situation in what you are. Evaluate yourself. As I told you, as I've been telling you from the beginning of this session, evaluate yourself. Be honest. What I'm doing is right. What I'm doing is wrong. Yes, I'm not doing my homework on time. So be honest and evaluate yourself properly. Only if you evaluate properly, you will be able to change what you want to change or what change you want to bring in. And maintain an emotional journal. Every day, try to at least identify 2 to 5 emotions and write it in your journal. How you felt or what kind of emotion you underwent and how you reacted or responded to that particular situation with that emotion. Okay, if you maintain that emotional journal, it makes you understand who you are and what you are, and whatever changes you want to bring in, it becomes more easy also. Okay, believe that you are a person who are not a person who thinks others think about you. You are not a person who are, you are not, or the others, how others think about you. So you need to believe yourself. Others need not certify you. You need to certify yourself. You need to understand yourself. That is more important. How others think about you, it's not important. What you think about yourself, it's more important. And SWOT analysis, that is what it is. You know about your strengths, know about your weaknesses, and find your opportunities. What opportunity you have got. See, in this session, only 40 people are here. If you would have joined in some other college, we do not know this kind of sessions will others colleges will be providing you. But you have got a very good opportunity to attend these kind of sessions and improve yourself. So use that opportunity. And here in our college, we have many opportunities. As I told you in the last session, grab all the opportunities and utilize it for your betterment. And whatever the threats you have in front of you, try to analyze it and turn it positively for yourself. So this world is for me to live happily, and I deserve the best and to be successful. I'll practice self-awareness. So this is what I want you to have the takeaway for you from this session.